Good evening, party people. I do hope this vid finds you well. Here we are again, another daily. Today, I'm going to read to you from the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed, Oracle deck. Spellcasting Oracle decks. This deck hit the ground running when I got it a few years back. Ace gives some really good messages. Now we're going to see what the Forest Fae have to say about all this. And then we're going to finish it off with a crystal ball oracle, which can give you possible answers and guidance, and as a final word as to what you are possibly seeking guidance for. So, those of you that have watched my past readings know how these beautiful little cards work. Quite extraordinary. Normally very scary on point. So what have you all been up to? I do hope that you are well. Happy, enjoying your holiday weekend. Some of you celebrate Easter, some of you don't. We don't really here, to be fair, just an excuse to eat chocolate. But all being well and everything else, I hope that you're all having a lovely time, a restful time. And those of you that have been blessed with acceptable weather, I do hope you've enjoyed that too. It is lovely to get washing out on the line and bring it in smelling of outside. You don't know how long it has rained for and how it has been a far distant memory. Sometimes I've often wondered if it's been an urban myth that we've actually had washing outside drying because it's been so crap for so long. Anyway, I digress as usual. This is for guidance and entertainment purposes only. Okay, any decisions or actions that you take as a result of watching this reading are your responsibility and your responsibility only. They are not mine or the channel's liability. You decide, you deal. Your life, your decisions. Nothing to do with anyone else. No one else is to blame. No one else is responsible. Just you. I've seen a flipper in the deck. I'm just going to finish this shuffle and I'm going to go and grab it. I'm an intuitive witch. For those of you that don't know, a shuffle, a yabra, and as I'm talking to you, generally the energy flows, okay, and it comes out, and I pick up the card, and sometimes in different readings I can get the same card but it's got a different meaning. It all depends at the time, the message I get from source. I don't know how it works. It's funny, it kind of comes in through the back of my head or through the side of my head. I don't understand. Really can't explain it any more than that. It's just I know that since I've been a little girl, under 5, I've had that. Okay, I've had the words and the voices. I'm not nuts. It's called intuitiveness. And here they go. Guardians, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, celestial beings. Thank you for coming in today and bringing us forth the messages that you so kindly afford us. Please show us, there's one hiding behind there, in your most accurate way of communication, please. The messages that collective need to know. Now, I've been doing a lot of readings recently for all signs, okay? It's partly laziness, but what I think it is, also I want to say to you is, we've all got a little bit of everything in our chart. And I do worry that some of you are only looking at your sun signs or your other signs, 333 I've just seen on there, and missing out on messages in other placements that are pertinent and useful to you. So by watching this, it's not a one size fits all. If this is your message, it's your message. There's over 290 odd videos on this channel, so have a good look through. They're all timeless, going back 2 years odd. They're all timeless, and if the message is for you, or the title calls out to you, it's your message. Don't try and make it fit, okay? If you've got a situation you're unsure of and you want an answer, you have to listen to the answer that source is giving you, not the outcome you want, because more often than not, a little voice inside your head or side of you is the truth, okay? Your intuition is your intuition. It won't always tell you what you want to know, but it'll tell you what you need to know, and that's where your growth comes in, all right? Right, is there any more? Okay, Spirit, how many more shuffles, please? 3 more shuffles. I've just seen sliding doors. Sliding doors close. Either closing out something or something is sealing something, or you're entering somewhere. Number 2. This is going to be quite some reading. And the final shuffle, please. for the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, that's interesting. Lots of interesting cards here. The first one you got is 44, 4 and 4, which is 8, which is strength. Could be a Leo card, if you look at it tarot-wise. The feeling I get from this card, there's a lady here that appears to be coming out of a rock, which would be cause for strength. She appears to be holding in her hand a white heart, but in her other hand she's holding the earth. Can you see? With new life, the tree of life on the top. So she's got her hands full. The feeling I get from this card is that you have been holding it together for the longest time and looking for a way out. I get the feeling you're wanting to take a leap, but something's been pulling you back, has been keeping you stuck where you are, and you've had the weight of the world upon your shoulders. You've been holding together the whole lot, but do you know what? You feel like you've been stuck in a rut for a long time, but like this lady here, this isn't gender specific at all, okay? You are finding, okay, a way out. But what you're trying to do is you're really grappling with your emotions at the moment. You're trying to take your emotions, your heart, out of this, because it's your emotions that have allowed you to be manipulated, okay? And it's your heart. People know you've got a good heart, yeah, and some people have played on that for their own benefit. But you're getting to the point now where you're thinking, I need to grow. I can't keep carrying everything. Okay, let's take the emotion out of this. What do I want? Let's practically get on with this. Let's go. You're starting to think now more of your head than your heart, okay? The heart does want what it wants, but then again, like I said to you, with intuition and looking at videos that more resonate to you, is it what you want to hear? Because it's kinda, or it's a bit wishful thinking, or is it actually what you need to hear? And that's the biggest struggle with your mind and your heart. It's a sword. The hearts are full. It is. I understand this. We've all done daft things. Trust me, nobody is immune. And if you haven't yet, there's plenty of time. Okay, so you've got a situation here where you've been stuck, you've been stagnant, you've had the weight of the world on your shoulders, it ain't serving you, and now you're understanding that it's the emotional attachment that's kept you stuck. Here it comes in. It's come rolling in now. The emotional attachment's kept you stuck. And there's part of you that's like, sod this, I ain't doing love anymore. You're losing hope, you're losing faith. Please don't lose hope or faith. Not everybody is like your previous partner or your previous job or anything like that, okay? Not everybody's the same. Everyone is different, okay? But you do need to do your shadow work. Otherwise, you're just looking at a different body, the same energy with a different face, okay? And I think you're understanding this now, which is why you also understand. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you got. So you're putting your emotions out. You're trying a different tact. You need to get out of this. Magical shapeshifter, 52, 5 and 2, 7. You're understanding now that the way you have always been is not entirely serving you in the way that you are wishing for. So you are now knowing that doing something different is going to give you a different result. And that's exactly what you want. All right. Also understanding here on the One Ring Circus, it's now or never issue. You're going to change it. No one else is going to change this for you, just you, whatever it is. Could be career, could be relationship, could be a stagnant relationship or marriage, could be anything. Could be a place you live in, but you want to get out of and you're stuck there and you feel like you're in a bit of a poverty trap maybe, but take the emotion out of it, be brave, yeah? If time calls for change, it calls for change. This One Ring Circus here, you might feel like you're on your own, but look, you're balanced beautifully. You've got a clear view up there. Yeah, you're breaking free. You're going to be all right. Next is 36, 3 and 6, which is 9. Commitment. You are either breaking out of a situation that's kept you stuck and you want to commit yourself elsewhere. Okay. Or this is a soul contract with yourself. Yeah. You are now committed. Gentle gardener. You are now committed to your own nurture. Can you see these little baby eggs with people in them? Sorry about the glare, they're really glossy. And you can see that mother looking down. Yeah? You are now committed to your new life, your new growth. Okay? You've always been an emotional person, and there's not a reason that you're never going to be emotional, and that's okay, and that's good as an attribute. But sometimes, in order to give yourself the last shove and get yourself moving, you just have to take your heart out of it temporarily. You need to look at it logically, not with your rose-tinted, lovey specs on. And I think this is what's going on here. You're looking at things more practically to get you off the starting block. All right, so you're making a commitment to growth, to nurture. All right. It can feel really, really lonely at times. Really lonely at times. But you know what? In solitude comes a lot of clarity. Don't spend too long in solitude because it can be addictive. And then you can ostracize yourself from the world and your own soul. It's getting the balance correct, isn't it? But this is the time you need to catch yourself up. Yeah? Understand exactly what it is that you want and where you're going. Sad embrace. You're saying goodbye to something. You are saying goodbye to a situation. And I get the feeling this could be following on from yesterday's reading when I said relationship, genetic link, and time does not give you automatic obligation. Okay, it doesn't give you rights. It doesn't matter how long you've been with someone, what your relationship with them is. If it isn't working, it's time to let it go. Time to clean up. Okay, and I think you're working out now because you're taking your heart out of this. You're taking your heart out of this. You're looking at it practically. You're going alone. I've got one ring circus and the dry desert here. You're going it alone, just for now, so that you can get yourself recombobulated without outside influences, so that you can really understand what is best for you. Okay, what is best for you, not other people around you, not their reactions, not what they're going to say, how they're going to feel, what they're going to think, what's best for you. Because so far, when you've given worry and attention to what other people are thinking, it's kept you back. Nothing's changed. You've got more and more resentful. It's built up more and more, and they don't care because you're doing what they want. That can't keep happening because this isn't their life. This is your life that's making you unhappy. So regretfully, I feel that there are pastures new and that you are saying goodbye kindly and respectfully to these things that don't nurture or grow or serve you. Okay, you are now wide open to any possibilities. It's like being reborn. Okay, it's like being reborn. It's ironic that it's Easter, isn't it? For those of you that are of that faith. But your arms are open, you're trusting, you're surrendering, you're allowing the universe to steer. Yeah? Which is good. And there's a burning passion, there's a burning fire, there's desire to find out what it is that's next. There's fire energy here. What's going on? The heart, she's making music, she's creating fire, it's creating light, okay? It's movement, it's energy, it's that little feeling in the pit of your belly that's slightly scary but ever so exciting, okay? You do have a choice to make, there's absolutely no doubt. I'd have been staggered if this card hadn't have come out, okay? You're stuck sometimes, you're thinking, do I go this way or this way? Or do I fly by the seat of my pants through the middle and see where it takes me? There's always more than two options. It's how brave are you? How brave are you to take the consequences? Or are they consequences? Are they not rewards? But every action has a consequence, whether it's negative or positive. But one of the things I think I can definitely personally say is I will not go to my deathbed saying, what if? I've done many stupid things in my life. I don't actually regret most of them. But they have taught me, if at the very least, what not to do, how not to do it. Some things have brought unexpected rewards and like, whoo, and it's worth it to do that, but at least I'll not be left wondering. And this is where you need to get your mind in gear. Put your heart a little bit separate just for now. Say, listen, heart, you are a fool and you lead me all down sorts of silly roads. Just for now, I need to be a bit sensible. You can come back when the dust has settled. So, which way are you going to go? Okay, the number is 30. Okay, which is 3. 3 and 0 is 3. So you've got here quite a rocky path, quite precarious either way. But you know what? Whichever way you go, you're shape-shifting. It's into the light, isn't it? It's all good. Deep freeze. Whenever we make big life decisions, there's always an element afterwards of shock. Not just to those that have made the decisions around you, to yourself. And even when we make big life changing decisions that are bloody scary, but very exciting, there's always a certain period of trying to get used to it yourself. The magnitude of what you've just done sometimes is so huge, even though it's a positive mood, you still have to have a little bit of time to adjust to it. And that's fair, and that's okay, and that's all right, and that just is. You deep freeze. I get the feeling you might have a few people that might ghost you over this. They might remove themselves, they might be decidedly cool towards you. Well, that's kind of sorting the wheat from the chaff, isn't it? The trash takes itself out. So don't worry. Anybody that has your genuine, authentic best interests at heart will support you in every decision that you make, whether they agree with it or not. There's no compromise on that. That is how it is, okay? This time of coolness, it's time to regenerate. Yeah, it's time to regenerate. Moonlight. Ask and you shall receive. I think this is a Pisces card as well. I don't know if you see, I've got fire here as well. I've got all sorts here. I've got fire, I've got earth, I've got, have I got any air? Yes, I've got a bit of air here. Okay, so all kinds of energies that are in this. But with this moon, she's feeling quite lonely and she's asking for answers. Ask. You're not nuts. Do talk to the moon. I talk to the moon and stars every night. And even if I don't get an answer immediately, I do say to them, please come and speak to me in the subconscious. Let me know. Show me a sign. I get answers. Sometimes I get them and I think, what the bloody hell does that mean? But I can tell you every single time, give it a couple of days, couple of weeks, it answers its own question and makes sense. It's like, that's what you meant. Why don't you just say so? The universe is a comedian. It's for us to decode, but there's our lesson. It isn't going to hand us anything willy-nilly. We need to work for it and understand. And in the meantime, when we're working and understanding and we're learning and doing our own shadow work, cleaning house, you see? You're asking the questions because you're worried about the deep freeze beforehand. There's a little period of time of doubting yourself. Don't clean it up. Wheat from the chaff, yeah? Move on, move forward. Again, like I said, feel the ouch. There is times when we're a little shocked about what we've done. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, it's just adjusting to the situation, all right? Whatever that may be. There's massive change coming here, isn't there? Spellcaster's Oracle, what we've got going on. Let's have a look, shall we? I love this deck. Look at the backs of these cards. They're really awesome. I love this. I've had this deck a couple of years. The minute I arrived through the post, I opened the box, I've got a real fizzy, exciting feeling. And upon the first cleanse and shuffle, I thought, oh, we're going to be great friends, me and this deck. And we are. We really are. I can see come that flipped over in the deck as well, which I need to pull out for you. Okay. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's flipped over. They're a nice feel. They're not glossy either. So when I show them to you, you don't better reflection of the camera phone. Let's have a look, shall we? One thing that's just coming to my head, I want to say, sometimes if there's something that's going awry in your life, anyone that says I haven't done anything wrong needs to be reevaluated, okay? Even if you just allowed a situation to happen rather than being the perpetrator, you're still playing your part in that. You have to accept that. So when you get relationships, I don't know where this has come from, I'm going to say this. When you get relationships, say, oh, well, they did this and they did that and I haven't done anything wrong. There's your work right there. There's your shadow work there. We've all got a part to play in relationships. No relationships get buggered up with just one person. It doesn't work that way. It's everybody has always got their part to play. Even if they just allowed the fuckery to happen, they didn't speak up, they didn't set their boundaries, even if it's just something like that. We've all got work to do. We all played our part. Even the most toxic unions I've known, you know, whether they were complete psychos or not, I played my part by not calling way time before that I should have. There you go. This is our shadow work, isn't it? Should have done the work beforehand. Should have listened to the red flags instead of knitting myself a scarf with them. We are all guilty. A lot of the time we see what we want to see and what we are desperate to see in a person rather than what they actually are. And that's where you need to separate your mind from your heart. You need to be logical. So if you've got a new union, you just met someone, there's a few alarm bells ringing and you're not quite sure, but you so desperately want it to work, just be mindful. Just be mindful. Okay. Some of you are psychic self. Did you know that? You've got abilities yourself. Some of you know and you're not sure what to do with it, and some of you don't know. Just said that you've just been shown a card here. Psychic abilities, okay? If you haven't done any third eye meditation, I would strongly recommend you have a good look at YouTube and do some, right? Forgiveness. Forgive yourself for what you did not know. Forgive yourself for letting people walk over you. Forgive yourself for getting yourself into situations that you had difficulty getting yourself out. We all want to feel and believe the best in people and situations. We all want to believe promises. And sometimes that doesn't always happen. Forgive yourself for that. Don't beat yourself up, okay? I wouldn't say forgive your perpetrator. I still have a bit of an issue with that. When people fuck up spectacularly and they hurt you and then they continue and they can go to bed at night knowing how you're feeling, there's no forgiveness there. Let karma deal with it and walk on. Forgive yourself for not knowing. Forgive yourself for hoping and believing. That's all right. It's perfectly human. Callum. You are so much more resilient than you think you are. You sometimes doubt yourself. I can't take any more of this. I can't do this. God, what will happen to me? This will be dreadful. You are so much more resilient, so much more flexible, so much more balanced than you give yourself credit for. That's why you're in this situation. That's why you're watching this reading, because you're thinking enough is enough. Something has to give, rather than just meekly accepting it and sit there stewing in your own resentment. Beauty. And you are so much more high caliber than you give yourself credit for. And you know what? The people that are upsetting you know this. Ultimately, if someone says you'll never get another person like me, it's like, well, thank you for the reassurance. I don't want another person like you. A lot of people say this when they're clutching at straws, when they're desperate. If you get anything, you're nothing without me. That's lovely. Nothing's peaceful. Bye then. We all know what kind of person, don't we, says that. And I've got a double confirmation here. Commitment. You're either going to make a big commitment to a big change in your life. Could be moving away. Could be a new job, could be a new house, could be completely new relocation, could be a completely new life. Or you could be making a business commitment with someone, yeah? Or making a commitment with yourself, okay? Maybe some of you are going on a weight loss plan. You're making a commitment to go and have a healthier life and employ healthier practices. Maybe some of you are committing to giving up smoking, cutting down on drinking or giving up drinking. Or just generally committing to spending more time with your loved ones, committing to a better way of living, okay? Commitment here is twice, okay? Take that as it resonates, yeah? Do take it as it resonates. It's a wonderful card. Healing, you need this healing. Heal the ouch. Double confirmation, commitment and healing. Your commitment is to your healing. How about that then? You are committing to healing yourself. Truth. Make the choice. Face your truth. Own your truth. Be committed to your healing and your truth. There's self-love in abundance, if ever I blooming heard it, okay? Have the confidence to do so. Where's that other one? Absolutely. Confidence and strength. They go hand in hand, guys and gals. Confidence and strength. Committed to your healing and your truth, okay? You have spirit guides all around you, okay? They don't necessarily have to be of the winged kind. They don't necessarily have to be little green men. They come in all forms. If you feel that robins are on your windowsill or starlings are there in your path or cats or dogs or anything, they are there to send you messages, reassurance and love. Any signs or synchronicities that you see, you think, I'm imagining it, you're not, because it's come to the forefront of your head. I keep seeing registration plates with triple numbers on and the same triple numbers and the different cars they are because I live in a small town. So you're seeing synchronicities, messages. And in those messages, your answers. The answers are within you, but you have to be brave. Do know that you are all that in a bag of chips. Yeah, don't be made to feel shameful for bigging yourself up. If no one else is going to do it, you sure as heck should be the first person to do it anyway. Okay, but your commitment is to your healing and your truth and your strength. Healing, truth and strength, and with that it's going to bring you transformation. How much better could you get? Okay, so your healing, your truth and your strength is going to bring you transformation. That's a flipping awesome reading, isn't it? Shall we see what the there's a triple confirmation. I've got to show you this last card here. So where are we? So commitment come together. Take that as it resonates. Okay? Whatever that means for you, it's all coming together, and it's all coming together as it should be. Or you've got something together, or you're coming together with someone that you want, but your commitment is principally to your healing, your truth, and your courage and strength. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Okay, should we see what the forest fae have to say quickly? We are almost rattling on for half an hour now. I quite like these longer readings, don't you? Okay, one card from the forest fae. Here we are. Let's have a go. Okay. The Thimble Witch. There is magic in beginnings to start something new. Shut the front door. Really? Magic in new beginnings, so start something new. I'm committed to new things. See what the oracle has to say. Do we have a further final confirmation, please? Guardians, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, all celestial beings. Do we have a final word for the collective, please? I've got one that's just flipped over. Not the right time. Now that's odd because that's a hugely it's a contradictory message. So can I have some clarification on that, please? What you mean by not the right time? Let's see what the forest. I've been told to pick up the forest fae deck. Let's have a look, shall we? She of the mossy brae, not all things as they seem. Trust in your intuition. Right, here's your message. You are going to have to rely heavily on the right time to do this. What I'm saying to you here is think properly. Not enough to talk yourself out of it, but think and process properly. Guardians, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, if the collective think and process properly, take their emotions completely out of it and look at it from a practical point of view. Do you have a further final message, please, on choosing the right time for them? Could you tell me when the right time is, please? Any message at all, please. Guardians, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, celestial beings. Can you help me out here, please? Okay. I've got a couple. No. Now that come out just now, but I put it back in because I didn't think it flipped. This is the sign. Talk to the stars. Meditate. This is the sign. You're going to be given a sign. You're going to be given a sign from the universe. It could be a number synchronicity. It could be something big. It could be a letter through the post. That's odd. That's just come into my head. It could be something you read on the side of a billboard, or something you see on your news feed, or something that you see every day that you haven't previously taken any notice of. Okay, that is the sign. Now, can I have a little bit more clarification on that, please? Because it's really ambiguous. But then again, I've just been drawn back to this. Psychic abilities. You need to go within. You need to talk to source and find out exactly what it is. You need to think carefully about this. Don't just jump in and do it. I think one more here. Let's have a look. The gatekeeper. Let go. All things are possible on the borderlands. Right. Surrender. Take your hands off the wheel. Let the universe drive. Okay. You do need to make this move and make this change. Got one more here. Let's have a look. Green man, embrace your wildness. Don't chicken out. Okay. When it says not the right time, I think what it's saying is be smart. Okay. Don't do it when there's too much emotion involved. Be smart about this. Be practical about this. Okay. That's pretty much, I think, all I've got for you. Is there anything else I need to say about this? Can I just have one more kind of clear answer, please? It's really throwing me off, that card. It's really contradicted what we've got reading here. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm going to be honest about it. Let's have a look. Okay. Those angel spirits, guys. Any further message? Any further message? Okay. Okay. Reconsider the approach you were going to do it. Okay, this is... okay, this makes a lot of sense now. Thank goodness for that. Not the right time, because you need to reconsider how you're going to approach it. You've gone to approach this a couple of times, and you've gone forward and you've chickened out because you're letting fear take of it. Okay. Reconsider your approach. Not reconsider the information. It says... go. The time is right. Once you've reconsidered and you've thought about this, okay, and you've given it proper headspace, practical headspace, not emotional headspace, okay, it says you're going in the right direction. Yeah, going in the right direction. Right, there's your answer. Good. I'm glad we have an answer to that. It's a big step you're going to take. You know you need to take it. You're worried about what other people are thinking. You need to not worry about what other people are thinking. However, don't panic and do the knee jerk, okay? Don't panic and do the knee jerk. You need to think about it tactically, practically, and sensitively. Do what is right for you, not everybody else, okay? Do it. Collective. I think that's the message I have for you. Anything else? Just one more time. It keeps telling me we're not finished. I don't know why it keeps telling me this. Why do you keep telling me we're not finished? Okay. One more card from the Enchanted deck. This is odd. Normally it doesn't keep me going. Oh, I've just picked up Spellcasters instead. Okay, let's see if they've got an answer for us here. Yes, they have. Should we have a look? Career. This is about your career. This is a career reading. There you go. Think about it. Negotiate. Make sure you get the maximum you're supposed to get. Don't be afraid. That's why there's called to take emotion out of this. Think practically with your head, not your heart, and it will bring you everything you need. Collective, there's your message. We bloody got there in the end, didn't we? Thank you so much for listening. Check you soon. See ya. Bye.